Well, I had a problem with my Type 2 charging cable, so I decided to fix it. What was it doing? Well, when you connected it, it wasn't making a connection. But if you fiddled around with it, sort of did this to the cable, moved it around, eventually it would connect. So I knew I had some kind of internal breakage in the cable, which I was quite surprised about because generally cables don't break internally. But I suspected that's what I was dealing with. Anyway, so how did I get inside the cable? Well, quite difficult really. At this end, I needed to basically do a circuit test. At this end it's quite easy because inside the socket you've got easy access to the terminals. So you can get your meter in there, no trouble at all. But at this end, at the male end, more difficult because you can't really easily get a connection on those pins. So what I did was I cut into the plug here along one of the plastic welds. If I show you on the other one, the way this one's designed is you've got this sort of like here, do you see that cap there? It's kind of been plastic welded on. You can see the line there. So it was the same on the other one. So that's where I decided to do my cut. So I took this off and then I was able to prise this out of the casing. And then what I did was I used a pin to go into the cables, just a normal pin and a pair of pliers. I pushed it in so I could get my connection. And what I found was that this signal wire, this is the original one, this signal wire had gone open circuit in a number of places actually, about 3 places. So needless to say, these cables were okay, you know, the heavy duty ones. This is a 3-phase cable. So you've got 3 lives and an earth and a neutral. And then here, we go to this end, this is what's left of the signal cable. It's a very thin cable. I've chopped that out now because I've put in a new cable. You can see it's quite thicker. So I'm going to be later on today soldering that, making a soldered joint there. And at the other end too. So there's my new cable. And I'm going to solder it to the old cable. So basically I'm going to cut the cable up as high as I can to the plug there. But I doubt whether there's been too much stress on the cable at each end. It's happened in the middle. I think it's just the torsion in these cables has maybe ripped the, see how much thinner this cable is? It's just a tiny little cable. And the thing is, the bits that are working fine. But it just had gone open circuit. Anyway, I'll put this all back together again. Oh, this is quite interesting. These are these clamps for the for holding the cable at this end. So that was a bit difficult to work out. Maybe I'll do a better video if anyone's interested, and I'll show you how that all happened. But anyway, these are difficult to get apart because they're all sealed up. I mean, they're not basically designed to be taken apart. They're all plastic welded and sealed, obviously against the weather. And so probably a lot of people, when they have a problem with these Type 2 cables, just throw them away. But it's a pity because cable's expensive now. That's a lot of copper in there. And it would have been a pity to throw it away. This plug I haven't had to do anything to, well, other than just take the base out. So that will go back together again okay. Anyway, I'll do another video to show the finished result, but that's the diagnosis of the problem.